Hi guys, welcome on the channel. In today's video we are going to see the results from my whole year 2025. How much I paid the electricity, how many kilowatts I have taken from the grid, how much I have produced with my photovoltaic, and all those things around. Today is 18th of the January. It was a lovely day, and I have to say it was the first day where I was totally without clouds and everything. And you can see my today curve. It is very nice curve, one of the best I can actually get, and today I got 82.5 kilowatt. There is still something coming. You can see on the picture 300 watts, so maybe 83 kilowatts I will reach today, not more I guess, but it is very nice result for actually 18th of the January. Let me say it is close to the 1 month after the shortest day in the year, so the curves are getting better and better, and they will come better even next 3-4 days. The forecast seems to be very nice for Czech Republic, so we will see how it goes, and we go for the, let me say, the year statistics. I will show you the year 2025, and we can see I have 33.36 megawatt produced by my photovoltaic plant, and actually my consumption that was actually for me for free, it is the 21.38 megawatt hours, so it is quite nice. I was feeding to the grid, I feed nearly 12 megawatts, and I have taken from the grid 7.53 megawatts plus minus. Point is, when I was counting everything, I used the money that I was selling, let me say, the electricity to the grid, to my provider, and I also have taken something. And how much I have to pay for my money when I, let me say, used the cells to make it lower actually, this is the table I have prepared for you just right now. It is in the Czech language, I didn't translate it, but you can see FVE, it means photovoltaic plant, all together kilowatts each month, my production. Total, it means 33.36, it is the same. Here is the electricity that I have for free for my appliance, which is quite nice. You can count it like, I don't know, count it 10 cents, and per kilowatt you will see you have a lot of money, because this one is 21,000. So by 10 cents it could be like 2,000, let me say 168 dollars, euros, something like this. This is how much I sold. It was the actual numbers on the distribution network on the grid. And here is my consumption, 7.6 megawatt. For this one I had to pay because I was taking it from the grid and it was going over the counter. Same it was with this one, I was selling that, and here we have the column how many Czech crown I have actually got. Those 23,600, it can be, let's make it round, it will be close to 1,000 euros. Maybe like 960 euros, and let me say maybe 1,100 dollars or something like this. This is the money I have paid every month, and those are the money that I got back from those money, or I had to pay back because I didn't have enough my, let me say, the every payments. You see the winter, it was dramatical, even end of the beginning of the 25 and the end 25 I have to pay a lot of money. But in total, when we have all greens and all reds counted together, so I have something to pay, I have something get back, and I have to something pay extra to it. And it means this number, 15,254 Czech crown. When I round it, plus minus 620, maybe 610, around 600 euros, let me say maybe $650 or something like that. And this is all I had to pay in the whole year. So I think it's not so bad. If you imagine like you have to pay 600, most people pay 600 monthly, I guess, and for me it was the year, and I have actually consumed from the network, let me say, the 7.6, and still I have used 21.6 megawatt extra for it. So if I combine it and I have to say like, okay, this one is minus, but this one is plus, and if this one is let me say 2160, then I have to pay, let me say, 660, then I still have 1500 euros for myself, and I didn't have to pay at the end anything. So I am in plus on the whole system. It's not huge, big plus, but let me say, maybe some of you don't have the 10 cent, 8 cent kilowatt, so like me. Some of us maybe have 28, 38, 40 cent, especially Germany. They are very crazy and pricey. And if you compare like this one, it is 30 cent or 40 cent that you have to pay, then it is like quite a huge difference, and it means 8,000 euro, not 2,000 euro. And if you have to pay somewhere there something, it will be maybe also higher. But it is all equation, something, it really depends. Point is, in the total, I am not in the minus value, I am in the plus value, and that's what it counts. So my photovoltaic system actually earns money, and at the end I will have to put it somewhere and pay the taxes from it because of the income. So I think it was quite nice year. I wanted to be here on the green number or 0, but it's red. I have to go better. But the point is, I am heating with the electricity and I don't have the heat pump of any kind. I am using the wood, and with the wood I don't have the proper system to heat my house actually properly. It is very small fireplace and it doesn't heat up whole house. It doesn't have the ability. So I will be fixing this one in this year, and probably we will get better one, stronger one, and it can heat up much more with the wood. I think the consumption of the wood will be the same, but the heat result will be much better. That's the point. And with this one I can save then after a lot of money and a lot of energy that I don't have to take from the grid actually. If I wasn't heating at all, let me say I would be using another source than electricity, then I will be here all numbers 0 or green. I am able to sustain my, let me say, household on the batteries all the time. And actually there will be, because I have already ordered, you will see it on the next video, I have ordered 64 pieces of the Cornex cells, and I will increase my battery storage from 60 to 120 kilowatt hours. It will be actually 128, but I am rounding to 120 because I am anyway not using in the bottom line fully. So I will have for every day to go overnight, let me say 120, even if I was using just 100 and keep the battery in the better state so they don't go so deep. It will be 100 kilowatt hours every night I can go over, and everything that I will actually charge from my system, and it is minimum even in the December and January, let me say 7 kilowatt a day. There can be some maybe critical day, 1 time, 2 times, like I get only 2.5 kilowatt hours. So it is possible that I have some days when I need more, let me say over maybe 10 kilowatt a day I need, but I will have 100 in the batteries, so I can run like 10 days, 14 days, 21 days without proper weather, and I will survive definitely when I have the heating source of the fire. So it will be very independent system, and here it can be 0. I can actually cut the wire from the network and go off grid, but then it will be a little bit different. I couldn't sell, and I actually like it when I can sell it, because I use the grid as a buffer. You know, when I miss something, okay, I will charge. When I have more, I will sell it. When it's good price to buy, I buy. Why not? When I have empty accus, I buy whatever. I buy 50 kW, no problem. When I have empty. And then I wait a little bit and I see, oh look, now is the price not 4 cents, but it's 20 cents, so I will sell it back to the network, back to the grid, with some kind of income, actually many 100% extra. Sometimes less, sometimes more, sometimes it's tens of percent, but generally when I buy below 8 cents and selling above, let me say 20 cents, there are some conversions, you are losing some power some days. I think I will always get something, some percent extra, so I am not losing on those transactions of the network. And that's the point, to earn from the hardware that you have, earn as much as possible that you can. And this is the way I go, and actually it makes me still more sense to stay on the grid even when I have to pay the network fees and the taxes and everything else. So it will be also for me good when I can do that. But really, if I have the heating, and I will test it next winter to make the proper heating, if I can heat my house with the wood and I don't need to consume the electricity for the heating, then I will use it. I will use it, I will cut the wire, and I don't want to pay anymore, because I think I will pay, you know, you have the standard fees every month, you pay for this, I don't know, shelter, for the distribution, the taxes, and the taxes from the taxes, and taxes from the electricity, and some kind of extra taxes. There is so many things you pay always extra, and you don't have to pay when you are off grid. So properly, I think sooner or later I will go to the off grid. Of course, there is possible it happens that the electricity go much higher and higher and higher. And if it goes crazy, I will use it. I will use it, I stay connected, and I will be selling my electricity, my energy to the grid, because it will be a good business for me. So it really depends on the market, and I will always play according to it. We have behind me the statistics for the 25. I've told you what is the plan for the 26. Definitely we will be running a higher system. There will be higher battery storage. There will be higher photovoltaic actually panels installed, the capacity. All this year, plus minus, it was running about 50 kilowatt peak installed. There was some peaks, like on the beginning fully it was maybe 55, over the summer it was 50 only, and at the end of the year we had maybe, I don't know, 55, 68, 72 at the end and total. So still I would say 50 kilowatt peak average. It was the panels and the inverter fully loaded. And next year it will be improvement up to 85 kilowatt peak installed. So we should go about 50 megawatt a year, I guess. So it means I will sell more or less the same. I'm not willing to sell more than 12 megawatts. I don't need that. It will cover this one and make some kind of income that I need for my business, and the rest I will be using for me and storing, I think, different way, something to the batteries and consume over the night, and so on and so on. You can heat up the pool. You can imagine many things you can do. When you have the electricity, you can do whatever you want with that. It's just up to you how you deal with the power. So that is everything I wanted to say. We have the forecast for the 26, and I wish you, I think, very lovely day. Definitely this serial, it will continue whole year. You will have updates probably weekly. There will be update each month, how much we did in 2026, January, February, how much we did, how much it cost. Everything will be documented, and you can compare my system maybe with your system. You will see the improvements, what I do, what I will be installing. There is new inverter coming in the system. Project 51 get upgrade, the 3000 kilowatt Victrons will be replaced with 5000 kilowatt Victrons. So there will be a lot of changes in my system to get proper more stability and for my appliance according to it. Because in my system the biggest problem is when you have the, let me say, cloudy day, and you have sun and cloud and sun and cloud and sun and cloud, and you want to run the appliance, let me say 15 kilowatt. Then you have the sun and it comes maybe peak, and it will peak like maybe 24 kilowatt per hour. That's nice. So you can have 15 kilowatt for your load, and you can maybe charge a little bit the battery. But then come the cloud, and from 24 you have 5 or 4. And then you have to take another 11 kW from somewhere. And if it cannot go from grid or from battery, it needs to go from grid. And this is what I don't want to. I don't want to pay the grid in those times, because why? I don't like it. So I would like to have my system set up this way that I can have steady, let me say, stability for my system. The battery will be charged mainly or prior, and it will go and stays somewhere maybe between 40–60%. Depends on the condition of the sun and everything. So I will keep the battery in this target with my consumption. You can also regulate everything. And when this cloudy day comes, then my big battery system with the, let me say, 120 kilowatt hours capacity, it will used and be used as a buffer. And if I have those Victrons there, I can buff plus minus 12 kilowatt every moment. Come the cloud, then full discharge from the battery to cover all the power that is actually loaded in the my network. And when the sun comes back, it will actually stop discharging the batteries, and it will again start even charging and fulfilling all consumption that I have. So it is so huge buffer. If I go with the consumption maybe in bigger Sunday, maybe for 20 kilowatt, and the system is running like 20, 25, maybe even 30, I will be running up to 32.8, I guess. It will be my peak. I don't want to go more. So if I have like 25 kilowatt there, and then come the cloud, and it will drop maybe to 7 kW or something. From the 32, it is 25 kilowatt actually peak. 12 will be supplied from the network, and 12 can be supplied from the batteries. So in this moment, I will have buffer on two sides. I can use the grid and I can use the batteries, and maybe even I can use the new inverter die, so he can also produce some kind of power to the system, like an off-grid system, and actually cover all the things that are not needed from the grid. So I should be able to run it very, very strong system, like 25 kW daily per hour at the end in the sunny times, actually without problems, even with the loss of full sunny light. So that's the plan, and there I want to go, and you all will be, of course, part of it, because I will share all informations with you. I hope you have enjoyed the video. You like it? If you like it, definitely subscribe the channel. You will get notified when I release new content about my system, and as I said, it will be probably on the weekly basis, so a few times in the month there will be definitely content coming. So thank you for watching, and if you would like to also donate or something, you can use buy coffee to me, and I will be very happy. Thank you, and bye bye. See you on the next one.